Content carefully, okay? Watch what you're watching. Let's get started. Hello, my loves. My name is Jasmine. I am an inner work coach, and I am here to help you learn to love your life. And today we are talking about the content that you are watching. Girl, this is so key to bossing up and leveling up, becoming who you need to be. Harsh truth. We are easily influenced. I don't care what anybody says. Me especially, I know that I'm easily influenced. You have to accept how easily we're influenced in order to start caring about what you are consuming. I had this realization because I love movies, and I would go look at, like, let's say a spy movie, and I'm like, I want to be a spy. Or I would go to look at like a little farm, like I don't even know if I want to live on a farm, but like a little farm movie, and I'm like, I could do that. I want to live on a farm. Like, it just, I get inspired. Maybe that's it. I get inspired easily. And if you are not careful, like the stuff that you are watching, the stuff that you're listening to will literally determine the course of your life. We're in a generation that content is so easily consumed. Like it's so easy for us to be listening and watching something 24/7. It helps to shape your thoughts. There's a Bible verse that said, faith comes from hearing, and hearing by the word of God. The phrasing always throws me off. But if we use that, faith comes from hearing, and all we're hearing all the time is, what's the point of going after your goals? What's the point of paying down debt? What would be I would work out, but working out's so hard. I would change my life, but I'm just not able to. I just don't have enough money. And I don't even want to keep speaking out things because what you speak is so important. But these are thoughts that we have because we're listening to people and we're surrounded by people that have similar thoughts. So when I say content carefully, the things that you are consuming all of the time are going to have an impact on how you see things. So I want you to think about whatever you are trying to work on right now. Think about the content that you're looking at, and whether the content that you're looking at, majority of the time, is that content supporting what you're trying to work on, or is it diminishing it? For example, if you are looking at, if you're trying to date, you are looking at certain reality TV shows that have to do with dating and love. And you look at that stuff and you look at the craziness and the nonsense that those people have to go through on those shows, and you're like, ugh, men suck. And now it reaffirms this belief in your head. Men suck, men suck, men suck, men are trash, men are trash, men are trash. So if you're constantly looking at that type of content, you are not going to want to go out in the dating world looking at all of those people that suck. So that's what I mean by it's so important what you look at. So do an evaluation, just 2 steps today. Number 1, I want you to do an evaluation of what you are looking at. What do you spend your time doing, listening to? And that can include TV shows, movies, but it can also include music. And it can include your friends, your family. If you're on this channel and you're looking at this video, I'm assuming that you have goals and dreams and things that you're trying to do in your life in general. Like, pay attention to whether or not the things that you are listening to are supporting the life that you're trying to live. Because at the end of the day, that is the type of stuff that we want to be listening to. You have to think about the types of beliefs that are getting reaffirmed, especially when you're trying to change your thought life on something. If you are trying to be like more body positive, and then you're around a bunch of family and friends that are always talking about weight, and they're always talking about how people look, it's gonna like deter you from the goal that you have subconsciously. So are you looking at things that are reaffirming your fears? Our brain and our body is naturally going to try to keep us in like a safe space, and our safe space is our little bubble and what we're doing now, because at least we know what it's doing now. We're not going to like be unalived by doing what we're doing right now, because we're already doing it. So changing is it's scary. Like, it's freaking scary. And so our brain is like, I don't know about changing. We're trying to focus on changing mentally, but then we're around, do I want to share this? Because I know if I share this on here, then that's like real accountability. So okay. So for example, I decided, I think last week or the week before, that I was not going to drink this year anymore. Like this year I'm done drinking. When I am in environments, like my sister doesn't really drink. She's very like, what do we need to do that for? And so when I have conversations with her, it's like, yeah, like, girl, you can have mocktails. And I'm looking at that content, listening to that content versus listening to, if I go out with some people that are more so like, let's get lit, like let's turn up, like, oh well, you only live once, and like what are we doing that for, and you don't even drink that often, so why would you stop drinking, and like, oh well, it's this occasion, but it's this occasion. It's going to be harder for me to let that go if I am listening to that sort of content all the time, where it's like, well, you only live once. Yeah, but I'm like, I've got stuff that I'm trying to focus on, is my point. Are the things that you're listening to reaffirming something that you are trying to stop? Oh, another one to also really consider. Are you watching stuff that is impacting your emotions in one way or another? I believe that everybody has a unique thing that God kind of gave to everyone to have a burden like on their heart for, and God will give different issues to people so that people can fix different issues. But God didn't give everyone every single issue. When you're listening to stuff that is, well, you should be caring about this, and this is going wrong in the world, and this is going wrong in the world, and it's like, like it feels hopeless. Sometimes it really feels like there is no hope. But that also is contributed by the fact that we are listening to things consistently that says there's no hope. We're having conversations with people that's saying there's no hope, and there's always hope. Unless things are done and it's in the trash and it's over, there's always hope for something good to come out of stuff. God's not done unless something good comes out of it. Even like if you are consistently watching sad movies, or if you're consistently like, I don't do horror movies because my imagination's too active. I don't like to have that stuff in my spirit. But like if you're continuing watching stuff that makes you scared, continuing to watch stuff that makes you angry, that's why I'm considering cutting some of the reality love shows that I was watching, because I was getting so angry at them. Like I'm so mad, and I'm getting mad at stuff going on that's not even happening in my relationship. I'm over here having discussions, and discussions turned arguments into stuff that's happening on a TV show because I'm arguing with my man about what's going on with the TV show. It's like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, just do a really good evaluation, especially since, TikTok's having whatever issue it's having. Like, mine's deleted from my phone, so I can't re-download it because I'm in the US. But I'm kind of like, okay, because there's so many other things that we can do anyways, and I was already kind of off it anyway. But it's like, since social media is changing, take a look at how you are impacted by your social media, and how you are impacted by the songs you listen to, and how you are impacted. Like, we have to be intentional. We have to pay attention. So what to watch then? Because like, okay, well, I'm not supposed to be watching whatever. What do I replace it with? Replace it with the things that are going to make you feel good. And I don't mean feel good in the moment. I mean feel good long term. Start listening to stuff like this on a daily basis. Listen to a podcast in your car instead of the sad girl music playlist that you've been listening to. Listen to upbeat music. Listen to gospel music. Like, there's like gospel R&B. There's so I love gospel R&B. I love it. It's so good. Like, there's just things that will uplift your soul and uplift your spirit that you can listen to instead, and pay attention to how it affects your mood, and how it affects how you speak to people, and how it affects how you're operating in your daily life. Spend the majority of your time doing things that bring you peace, help you connect with God, or things that inspire you, like things that will help you learn. Things are either helping you or hurting you. There's very few things that are just kind of neutral. Do an evaluation. Let me know what you find. If you have anything that would be beneficial for anyone to look at, leave it in the comments below. And if you have anything that you just had a realization that you're like, dang, I have to stop paying attention to or listening to this, also leave that in the comments below. And I love you guys so much. I hope that you have a beautiful rest of your day.